today we're going to talk about the New Companies and Other Business Entities Act and how this impacts on small businesses. The key issues to note for small businesses are the requirement that all registered companies or existing companies re-register by the end of February 2021. So it means that even if you had registered your company, you need to re-register by February 2021 in order to stay in existence as a company. Another key issue to note that is brought about by the New Companies Act is that there is no longer a need for companies to state the objectives of the company upon registration in their memorandum and articles of association. Once you register, you are able to do anything. This is a departure from the old position where one had to specifically state the reasons why the company is being created and what business it will be undertaking. Another point to note is that the New Companies Act now includes the private businesses, corporations, which are the PBCs. Previously, these were catered for in a separate act, but they now fall under the Companies and Other Businesses Entities Act. And there's provision for private business corporation to get a certificate upon registration, which is an improvement from the previous position where a PBC would just be registered by the registrar of companies, but there will be no certificate issued. And this would make life difficult if you are trying to engage in formal businesses to prove that you're a formally registered entity. So right now, a PBC can get a certificate of registration. Also, the Act provides that a PBC can be converted into a company and vice versa. Another key issue to note is that the Registrar of Companies is now able to replace lost documents. This is a relief because in the previous era, what would happen is if you lost your document, that's it, you are not able to replace it. But if you lose or destroy your document in any way, you can have it replaced by the Registrar of Companies. One aspect that is expected to improve efficiency in the operations of the Registrar of Companies is the electronic registration of companies. And I believe once this is implemented, it will improve the efficiency of the Registrar of Companies and hopefully make it easier for small businesses to register their business and formalize their operations. However, shelf companies now have a limited lifespan, which is limited to 12 months. If you are not using your company for a period of 12 months, then your shelf company will be considered defunct and struck off the register of companies. So this, however, could make life difficult because some small businesses would prefer to just buy shelf companies, but if it's not being used for 12 months, then it's considered a defunct and can be struck off the register. Another important aspect to note is that the liquidation of businesses and the provision for placing them under judicial management has now been removed from the Companies Act, and is now being managed by a totally different act, a separate act, which is the Business Rescue Act. And this is what we're going to be talking about in our future installment of this program.